Hey, cutie pies, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Friday, yay, October the 21st, 2022. Let's get right into this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. It was solid. So we see Justin and Katie, and he is helping her sign, like she has to sign some contracts and everything. And he says he likes being on the good side of the law. And that he's just being on positive vibes. He's trying to take everything in and be in a happy place. And that was flirting. I said, well, wait a minute. Well, you know what, Katie, you are single until you get until you're married. So go ahead and flirt with this man. Because she's flirting a little bit with him. He's flirting back, and then he gets up and Carter comes in. And they sign all this paperwork and everything. And then Justin tells Katie, words getting around in the office, I'm really sorry about Brooke and Ridge. And Katie tells him thank you. And then he leaves. So then we see Katie and Carter, and he says that, with Shauna, he feels like he got a little bit of closure, but not really. So, but he's just going to have to move on. And Kate, and everything was so good with Quinn, but he has to move on. And Katie says it's probably for the best. And then Katie said, wow, you shook Quinn to her core. I mean, she's a world-renowned jewelry designer, fashion. I believe she said fashion. She, Quinn she's a businesswoman, and she was married to the Eric Foster. And you got her. She threw all that way away for you. Excuse me. And Carter is like, well, dang. She said, no, I'm just saying there must have been some heat between you two for her to throw all that away. So what was there? I said, Katie, what you asking this man? What you asking this man? She said she want to find. Katie said, I want to find out too, Carter. I said, girl, go on. But anyways, that's it with them, y'all. They're still flirting and doing their thing. So then we go to Thomas and Taylor, and he said, Thomas and Steffi. He says, hello, I'm here. And I said, what is Thomas doing? And he said, well, every time I come over, you and Finn is shirtless and you kissing and stuff all on him. I want y'all to know I was approaching. I said, you ain't never lied. I need Taylor to go on and move out as well so she could stop interrupting him. And Steffi was just like, well, I'm just so happy. And she said, but you tell me why we gonna see you with somebody. Girl, he over here trying to get with Hope. So I know you don't want to hear that. But anyways, he said he's happy single, but he's just even more happy about his parents. So then around this time, he hears a car door, and he said, that's mom and dad. So let's play it cool. So they come in, and Taylor says, we're here. And they just like, oh, hey, or whatever. And she said, we're here and we're together. And they were like, we know. Oh, my God. I said, oh, my God. But anyways, they all get in the living room, and they're sitting down, and Taylor's all over Ridge, and Ridge is all over Taylor, and they're just so happy. And so Thomas says, tell me how this happened. And he said, Ridge is like, I'm sure Steffi told you. He said, have you heard her tell stories? I want the details from y'all, like I was there. So then Taylor says, well, I went to Aspen to get away from Ridge and to clear my mind. And the next thing I know, he has followed me there. And so he told me that he loved me, and it scared me. And I got scared of the feelings, the impact. And I started running, literally. He said, yeah, she started running from me, and I had to chase her down. And so then he finally caught me. And I said, what'd you say? What took you so long? I said, I know we're not reliving this. I said, why not? We ain't got nothing else to do on this Friday. You right? Let's go. And so then they said, Ridge was like, so yeah, it took some convincing, but we're back together again. And they're like, I'm just so happy, this Steffi. I'm just so happy. You guys deserve each other. I'm so happy. Our family's back together again. Everything is perfect. Now Thomas sitting over there. Was it just me, or did Thomas almost look guilty? I mean, he's guilty, but he almost was like, and then he started thinking about how he was the one that made that CPS call. So then he says, well, what about Brooke? She showed up and Ridge says, why are we talking about Brooke? I said, because you're still married to her and you sitting over here with Taylor. That's why you're still talking about Brooke. What's wrong with you? He was like, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm with your mom. We're a family. That's it. And I said, all right, all right. And so everybody, the music plays, and everybody's still talking, but it's faded. And Thomas is just looking around, and then he starts looking and talking to Steffi. I said, this is a whole mess. Y'all enjoy it. Go ahead and enjoy this, Taylor. So then we go to Hope and Brooke, and she says, Ridge texts me and he's gonna come over. And Hope says, that's a good sign. She said, he's not coming home alone. He's been with Taylor. He's coming home with her and he wants to be with her. And Brooke said, I just don't know what it is. And so Ridge thought back as well to like what happened between them in Aspen, about how he just wants Brooke to admit what she did. But Brooke is like, I can't admit to what I don't know that I've done. And so she tells Hope the same thing. I can't admit to what I don't know. And Taylor and Steffi and Thomas, all of them have been all up in his ear. I'm one person. It's three of them, and they've been all in his ear. But nah, Brooke, you had this man until Thomas did what he did. Ridge was still with you. He was fighting his feelings for Taylor. But to be quite honest with you, I started thinking about all this, and Brooke, leave Ridge alone. Like, this whole year has been a mess. You've got Sheila got you drunk because she tried to break you up with this man. Then Thomas didn't tell the truth about, trying to break you up. Then Ridge was all confused. He was at Steffi's, then he went to Eric's, then he came home, and then he ran off to Monaco, got mad at a picture, kissed Taylor. Then he said, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And Taylor means nothing. We're married and I love you and everything. And then he sees you with Bill and it's not your fault. Bill just popped up and you try to explain that to him. He say he cool with it. And then the next thing you know, Thomas does the whole CPS thing, which y'all could easily solve this by saying, what's the phone number that called in? But I digress. But Thomas does this thing. And Ridge doesn't even go to you and to tell you, hey, the CPS call came from you. They're saying it came from you. I told Walter I wouldn't tell, but I'm telling you to see what you would say. He accuses you and tries to get an answer out of you that you have no idea what the answer, like why he's mad at you. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like, at this point, it's him. You've done everything that you could possibly do to try to win this man back over and over again. He don't want to be brought back. So just leave him alone and move on. But you're not going to do that because you feel like he is your destiny and y'all are meant to be together. Even though I want to see Brooke dating again and everything. Just let Taylor have him and go out and date. But she doesn't want to. She tells Hope that is her husband and they are married and she's going to fight for it. And she just wants her husband to come home. And Hope says, well, I mean, when he gets here, you got to get to the bottom of why he's like this. And that's it, y'all. That was the bold and the beautiful today. Honestly, it wasn't that much of an episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you Monday for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soap, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. It is the weekend, guys. So be safe, be blessed, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.